Soon we shall head out to Byre Tor. But before we do that, I wonder what has happened to the Rangers recently. What are they doing over there in Dunland? Or have they already proceeded? Over into Rohan, and they're just a step away from reaching us today. Though I suspect they won't be too much help.
Meanwhile, Roddenir of the Dunedain brings tidings of Lou Brenning's betrayal to the Ukluth in Enedwaith.
Another day of our journey nears us, Roddenir. Let us see if the Ukluk, the Ox clan, will consent to stabling us for the night. We have tidings from the south to give to Brennan as well. Do you remember how highly he spoke of Lou Brennan of the Falcon clan? The news that his southern neighbors have thrown in with Saruman will not please him. I will see to the horses while you meet the Brennan. And Roddenir, try not to jest. You return after mere days, Ranger. Where's the rest of your company? It's a long story. Wanderer from afar, welcome again to Lanuk. I think the wizard has done sending words. He will send blades and death next. That is likely. Now, where is the Brennan? Ah, here he is. Roddenir, wanderer from afar, you return to Lanuk, but without the rest of your company? Alas for your fallen, and for the hopes of my people, Roddenir. If Lou Brennan has succumbed to the whispered promises of Saruman, how can we hope to preserve against him? Lynn Brennan snorts. Lou was not as strong as I believed, Roddenir. That must now be the truth. His weakness, buried deeply, has emerged and betrayed us all. Do you remember Anarin, the Falcon clan messenger, whose brave friend rescued from Larond? His leg is nearly healed, and he will soon return to Tormorva. Find him down the hill the way, and tell him of his people's treachery. Watch him closely. If he knew the heart of the Brennan was rotted, he must be made to pay for his deceit. Down the hill. Right. This way, I guess. About as down as you can get. Oh, this looks like him. Hello, Anarine. The Rangers have returned? What can you tell me of my home? Did you not travel to Tormorva in Talmethadris? What of my family? Do you have any news of them? My beloved is named Wenda, and she is no warrior. Is she in danger? And my mother Saren is aged, and would not know to still her tongue, if she were to put in a precarious position. What can you tell me of my family, Ranger? Speak! What was that noise? Something is happening, Ranger. By the gate. Follow me. Now what's happening? Probably not good news. Dunlandings. Dragluth, by the look of them. Not now, Ranger. There are rude ones outside the gate that need a lesson in manners. You are not welcome here, worm spawn. What brings you crawling to lunch on your bellies? I speak for the Dragon Clan. Any other Ukluk who lay down their weapons will be spared. All others will be slain. Dunlendings cannot fight Dunlending. You have the look of the falcon about you, but you sound like a weeping woman. The dragon and the falcon are allies today. Help us slay these oxen, and you will have a share of the treasure. This man says Falcon Clan and the Dragon Clan are now allies. If this is true, then my decision is made easy. In truth, it's no decision at all. Alright. Trying to figure out what kind of weapons this guy uses. Infinite hairpin? He fights with a hairpin? Maybe that's typical for a ranger. Alright, well this looks like we're winning. Which means another 100 will come, right? Yo, the Brennan needs protection now. Yep, there's probably another fight along the way. What are these? Oh, good grief. The Dragon Clan are not alone, Radineer. They brought the worms they worship down from the mountains with them, and they are loose in the village. Help my people drive them away. Alright, time to kill some worms. Here's a worm. Hey, worm! Time to die. Have a hairpin. I wonder if that thing... Yeah. Alright, yes, that does. Righteous arrows. Alright, another worm. Hey, you're not welcome here. Yes, you. Boom. Ooh. Have a hairpin. Yeah, that. Alright, that's 2 down. Are there any more worms? Oh yeah, here's a big one. There you go. Dab. That's enough for that. Good. Another worm dead. How's it going, Saradin? I think that's all of them, Radineer. Did you hear the shouting? Something about the worm smelling foul? It sounded like you, friend. When the fighting started, the horses bolted and the wagons rolled down the hill. You should help me find the horses and tether one of them to the wagon, and then I think you should take the other horse and return to Halbarat. No, 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 no. I can drive the wagon north by myself. You are of more use in a fight than I am, and if the Falcon clan and the Dragon clan have joined together, as it seems they have, Halbrad will have need of a strong fighter. You may continue north with me if you desire, but I think you should return to Halbrad and tell him what happened here. This should be goodbye, my friend. For now. Now with those thoughts done, it is time to head for Byre and see what's happening there. So I suspect that if there are any survivors in that place, Nona took them. Now, which way is this city? Up this way, I would guess. There's a city up there. Pretty high up. And there's an orc down here. Can I do it without running into wolves? Unlikely. Right. Now. Oh. One more. Come on, come on. Don't hide behind the moose. Yes. Okay. What that is. Interesting set of clothing. Well, enough of that. Let's head up the hill. As soon as we find the best place to climb it. Here's a road. Roads are usually nice ways to go up hills. The question is, which way is up? This looks like it's going up. The question is whether it's the right up or if it's going up a different... Ah, here we go. Oh well. More orcs. And the problem with hills, of course, is that horse slips, you fall. Alright, I think this is the right way up. Oh, I don't like this banner much. There we go. Ah, well, figures there'd be more. Guess we'll worry about the orcs and not their stupid banners. But someday we'll get rid of this white hand. Alright. Ah, alright. That way is up. And I think we are getting near the orcs. If the banners weren't a hint. Well, or at least the town. Maybe the orcs have fled? Oh no, the orcs haven't fled. There's an orc there. There's another one there. Let us see. Oh well. A city on a hill she was, strong Byre Tor, fair Byre Tor. From far across the plain her banners were espied. Oops. And she was a comfort in time of pain and want. But the winter came, and with it an iron tide. What have we got here? Ah. Those annoying defilers, probably. And it was our day to comfort, our time to protect. From each corner of the land all would ride. You think all the others are dead? He doesn't know about Nona. To that city on the hill, strong Byre Tor, fair Byre Tor. Well, that sounds like the end of his song. And maybe he'll find someone better to sing it in the future. And we'll need to go downhill this time. That's what you get for interrupting a fight. Up the hill, down the hill. Into the land of the cats. Well, I don't know how that goat survived. Oh, and nice frost grims. Well, maybe nice isn't the right word. Alright, now. Now, where would this hill be? I think it'll probably be down. The cave would be down here somewhere. Assuming I understood the directions properly. Too cold out here. Feels like the days of Melkor again. I hope he's not back too. Oh, I guess Sauron and Saruman are bad enough as it is. Let's see. Oh, don't tell me I was closer to the right spot earlier. Wait a minute. Does this look about right? Yeah. Well, let's try it. What do we have here? Ah, Nona! Hello there! I see Horn made it already.
I am glad to see you. Really, I am. But I cannot leave these people.
My friends, I am glad to see you. Really I am. But I cannot leave these people. I found them dying in the snow and I brought them here. But they have not yet recovered. I will not abandon them now. I rescued 4 folk from that city, and while 3 of them are now doing much better, I fear the 4th may succumb. Speak to them, if they will speak to you, and there may be something you can do to ease their recoveries. I am glad to see you, Pinestone. And Horn, I just... Well, let's see what they have to say.
You're a friend of Nona? She is a remarkable girl.
You are a friend of Nona, then? She is a remarkable girl. I did not know the Dunlendings had the capacity for kindness. My name is Elda. When the orcs came to my city, I picked up sword and shield and thought to fight. But a great piece of masonry crumbled, not 2 yards from where I stood, and I awoke in this cave. I think the orcs thought that I was dead. I am fortunate Nona found me, or I would be dead. All right.
Any friend of Nona's is a friend of mine.
My name is Emma. Any friend of Nona is a friend of mine, and a friend of my family's, though most of them are dead. The city has no chance. The orcs climbed the stony cliffs around Byre Tor under cover of the night, and by morning the unnatural snows had come. We could fight against orcs, even such orcs as these, but there was more, a great shadow in the darkness. Emma shivers at the memory. I will know forever the names of the orcs that slaughtered my friends and my family as they ran Pinestone. One day, when I am recovered, I will hunt them down and show them what their attack on Byre Tor has cost them, their future days. Well, she's determined. Let's see who's next. Right. Here's
I
one.
never thought I would owe such a debt to a Dunlending.
I am Elfgifu, friend of Nona. I saw to the horses of Byre Tor, and it was their panic that saved me. I was given warning enough of the orc attack that I was part way down the hill when the giant all of us owe our lives to Nona. I never thought I would owe such a debt to a Dunlending. But here it is. Elda, Emma, and I would be dead were it not for her ministrations. I do not know the name of the other man she saved. I do not recognize him. He may not be from Byre Tor. This may be heartless, but I fear he will die before I learn his name. That is a sad truth indeed. Let us see about this man. Yes, he seems to be close to death. His eyes are completely out of focus. I wonder what he's thinking. Let me speak with Nona again.
Do you see now why I cannot abandon these people?
I have to know they are safe. I have been speaking with Horn, and he understands. He understands. Thank you all for the root vegetables also. I will see it that they help spur the recovery of these in my care. I fear it will not be enough for the dying man.
Ema told me the apothecary was attacked early during the fall of Byre Tor.
I am a warrior of the Ukluth, friend. I am no poet. I do not know this man's name, and none of the others I brought here have seen him before. His eyes do not see me, and his health is failing more rapidly with every hour that passes. He is a dying man, and that is what I call him, though it seems cruel. I fear if nothing changes, he will not live much longer. Emma told me the apothecary was attacked by the orcs early during the fall of Byre Tor, and they stole many useful poultices and medicines. If you can recover those dried herb bundles from orcs throughout the high knolls, we might use them to slow this decline. For a time. Right? I suppose we can do that. Well then. Is that it? No one else has any errands for me? Alright. Wait a minute. Oh. No time to start pondering about the rangers again. And let us go back up to Byre Tor. Dangerous, but not an orc. Alright. Cats. Goats. More goats. At least they're not demonic goats. And here we go. See. Oh yeah, there it is. There's Byre Tor. Maybe I'll have to go up there. I could certainly find plenty of orcs up there.
Hail, traveller. Are you here to help us?
I will help how I can, and I don't know why he is standing there with a horse in the middle of nowhere, filled with all these orcs. I'm not too sure many people come around here renting horses under such circumstances. Alright. Here, get a warm reception, orc. Yep. He has an herb bundle. I don't know why they think that I'm just gonna fall over dead just because they want me to. Oh, those orcs. Hey, no fair 2-to-1. What do you think you are? Servants of... Oh yeah, the evil Dark Lord. Uh-oh. Now things get worrisome. Triple teaming. Well, at least I'll get the bundles faster if this one also has one. This should be enough. Yeah, plenty. Let's see if Noah likes this. Awful weather. Alright, what have we got here? Other few stray cats. I better kill this one. Right. Right, so cave is somewhere around here. Alright, I guess I must have gone on top of it. Last time I was too low, this time too high. Alright. No, I've brought some bundles.
The smoke of burning herbs was often used in Lonach. Will it work here?
There are just what I wanted, Pinestone. Now go to the other chamber and throw these bundles on the fire. I hope the smell of the burning may revive them somewhat. It was a common practice in Lanuk, and perhaps its magic will operate here as well. Well, let me see. Right, here we go. Let's see how he feels. Who is there?
Are you a friend?
Are you a friend? The giant returns. I am Leodwig, the son of Harding, Aldor of the North March. I came into Wildermore to learn what... But no use. Separated from my men, the storm arose, lost lost in a gale. Ooh. The giant's name is Nurzum. He brings the snows and the wind, something he carries, I think. He saw me in the snow near the city. I was lifted in the air, a thunderous blast of hot air, and then... Oh. Looks like he's sleeping now. But he seems to be better, and it looks like we found Leodwig, Cordon.
He lives, for now, and is the very man we came here to find.
What would Harding say to know his son was saved by a Dunlending girl? Perhaps it is best not to think of that for now, Pinestone. I can piece together some of his story from what he has said. He was separated from his men when the storm arose. That must have been Nurzum approaching. He made for the most visible landmark that he could find. It must have been the hill upon which Byre Tor was built. Ill fortune for Leodwig, for that seems to have been Nurzum's destination. We must do something about Nurzum, but what? He is too strong for us to fight directly. Could we trick him in some way? I will think on it, Pinestone, but I cannot promise a solution will present itself to me. And a solution we are going to need. I wonder what Horn thinks about all this. Well, Horn, I found Leodwig. He's the man that was dying in the other chamber.
Everywhere we go, we find rumor of this giant, this Nurzum.
You say that the man Nona has been trying to heal is the very man for whom we sought? Leodwig, the son of Harding? We found him, but it will be a bittersweet victory if he dies. Everywhere we go, we find rumor of this giant, this Nurzum. What can we do about him? We cannot engage him in combat, that much is clear. Attacking his feet might prove possible, if we could somehow avoid the attacks that were sure to follow, and by all accounts he brings the storms of winter with him wherever he treads. That will limit visibility and make it difficult to strike him. I have no military mind. Nurzum seems invincible to me. But we will need to destroy him or Wildermore will not be safe. I do not know what to do. Well, hopefully Nona knows something about the military. She is a warrior.
The old ways are best, it seems.
The old ways are best, it seems. I am heartened to know the magic of the healers of Lanuk works even in the land of the horse lords. The most injured of my charges is named Leodwig, and he is the man for whom you sought? What a wonder that they should be one and the same. My father, Suvulk, would find some meaning to this, but for me, I see fortune only. Still, it is a happy fortune, if he lives. That is not yet certain. For as long as the giant lives, the people are in danger. What will we do about Nurzum? That is a good question. Well, he doesn't know. Maybe our old fellow will know something. Gleowine, do you have any ideas on what we could do concerning this Nurzum?
I am no warrior. I am only an aged musician.
What can I do against such a fearsome creature? I am no warrior. I am only an aged musician. Even Theoden King has no more use for me.
What am I saying? There is still something I can do.
What? Oh, yes. What? How can I have forgotten my own lessons? When I was instructing Horn in the ways of music, one of the very first things I taught him was the minstrel's greatest power is that of inspiration. Music let us shine a light into the darkest corners of our heart, bringing into it hope and good feeling. When Horn was still young, I told him this, for I believed it, and I believe it still. Speak to the survivors of Byre Tor in this cave, Pinestone, and find out what it is they desire, and then make it happen. What? You're the adventurer here? I'm sending them hope. That is all. I am sending them you. Thanks a heap. Alright, let's see what they all want. First, what about the Aldor's son?
I'm still not myself, but I will do my best to speak.
What do I want? I want revenge upon that great lumbering giant Nerzim. He slew my men, almost devoured me with Farah. Well, I can at least tell you that when Farah survived the encounter and made his way back to Scalefed, very glad. He was a tough one. In the snow I could not see the way to go. Nerzim must be defeated or... Well, I'm not too sure I can do that right now. We're still looking for ideas.
I cannot bear to think of the horses tied up in the stables of Byre Tor.
What is it I want? That is an easy question to answer, because my sleep has been troubled by the same thought over and over. Did I do wrong by the horses in Byre Tor? Were it not for the horses at the stable of Byre Tor, I would not be alive today. I am certain of it. Their panic caused me to learn of the attack with enough time to make it part way down the hill before the snowstorm covered everything. And with it came the giant. I cannot bear to think of those horses still tied up at the stables, helpless against the orcs. What do I want? I want you to untie the horses at the stables of Byre Tor and let them run free. That will give them the same chance I had of escaping a cruel death at the hands of the orcs. Now, let us hope that the orcs were keeping them as potential mounts rather than having them for dinner. Is there anything that you need?
What is it I want? I want the orcs driven from Byre Tor.
I want to return to my home. That will take some doing, will it not? There is something else, though. The thing that most stirs my heart, most fills me with anger against the orcs, is the brief sight I had before that chunk of masonry took me from the battle. I saw the orcs looting a house, the house of one of my neighbors. They had found a wooden carving of a horse, a crude thing, to be honest, of poor craft, and were waving it about. It meant nothing to them, but I knew it for what it was. It was a child's first attempt at carving. It would mean little to most, but to that boy's family it was no doubt priceless. I cannot bear the thought of such heirlooms in the hands of the orcs. When you return to Byre Tor to satisfy the requests of my fellows, please remember to recover such things from the orcs you slay. Alright. If it will bring him some hope. And what about you, Emma?
I remember the names of the orcs that led the attack. I want them slain.
Do you understand me? My helpful friend, I want them slain. But I want them to know it was a woman of Byre Tor that had ended their lives. Perhaps this will suffice. Find and slave either Folknu or Kretar. Save one of them for me. When I am well enough to fight, I will seek out the one you have spared and fulfill my vengeance upon him. You will find Folknu or Kretar somewhere within my city, and in a few days I will find the remaining one and end his life. We are agreed? Alright. That seems to be all the requests they have. Very well, Gleowine. I went and spoke with them, and they all given me some tasks, and I will set out and satisfy them so that they will have hope and will recover faster. But first, I wish to think. What are those rangers up to? Down in Dunland. I wonder what Halros is up to. If he's not burying the dead, if he's not going north, then what is he up to?
Meanwhile, in Dunland, Halros of the Dunedain has been woken for his turn at the watch.
I am sorry to wake you, Halros, but it is time for your watch to begin. These last few hours have been quiet, and it was a struggle at times to keep my eyes open. I would be glad of the sleep. There is a good place to watch among the trees just to the west. I will show you. Very well. Lead on. Right there, Halros, among the trees. Very well. Ah, nothing unusual happening. Nice, quiet night. I wonder what's going on now to that elf we met. Ah, yes, I remember the Shire. I wonder how the hobbits are doing. Wait, is that something moving? Thought I saw something. Wait a minute, what is that? Dragon Clan. Or, no, actually, Falcon. Either one. You're right. Wake! Awake! Awake! We're on scouts from the Falcon. Awake! Awake! The Falcon Clan attacks! Awake! Awake! I thought this would happen one of these nights. We may not have much time before the Falcon Clan strikes. You three slip down the hill to the side to see if you can approach our attackers from behind. Hauros, Prestidir, come with me, and we will see if they can listen to reason. The Falcon Clan listen to reason? I'm not too sure what their definition of reason is. Show yourself, Falcons! So, it would seem to be, when you were imprisoned in the caves, my father showed you mercy. I will not make the same mistake. Kill him! I don't know what she's up to. Alright. I feel like the ranger with the least number of attack skills. Maybe that's what I get for staying around the Hobbit so long. There we go. Halberd's taking a beating. I will not return to my father in disgrace. Better to die here than return in failure. Well, if that's what you want, that's what you'll get. Well, so much for Byre. Your father will join you soon. There is no honor to be had by attacking a sleeping foe, Hauros. But we should have expected nothing else from the Falcon Clan. Byre learned that tonight, to her sorrow. We have not repaid Lou Brennan and the Falcon Clan for our losses, not by a wide throw, but we have shown them our claws. We are all fortunate you have such alert senses, Hauros. I am glad you journeyed south with us for the reason and many others. Look! Dawn breaks. Your vigil for the night is ended. Let us break our fast and see to the coming of the day. And that is Hauros's interlude. Assuming you asked Hauros to come with the Grey Company. next week we will go out to Byre Tor and take care of these errands for the folk that Nona has under her care.